The cards, 6 deck. Blackjack dealer stands on all 17s. No surrender. Blackjack pays 3-2. Shoe number, this is 5. I think that's right, 5 of the 1/2 up system against flat betting. Actually recording this pretty much immediately after I just did number 4. Trying to get a little bit caught up. So if you watch that one, yeah, I still don't feel so well. Kind of mild flu-like symptoms, getting fever and chills. I'm actually sweating right now, little aches and stuff. But like I said in the other video, that's not gonna stop me. It's not like I gotta go dig a ditch. I don't have to get the dirt out of the boss's yard. Just gotta shuffle and deal some cards and move some chips around. So I will suffer through it, but I deserve a like, don't you think? And a subscribe if you haven't already. Anyways, 1/2 up, where is a positive progressive system where you increase your wager by 1/2 of a unit every time you win. We have 2 different variations of that here. One where you increase the wager after 1 win, and another one where you don't start the progression until you have 2 consecutive wins. So you will see that in the position. So we'll actually be playing 3 different betting stacks, all playing off the same cards, of course. So you have flat better, you'll have the 1 win and the 2 win system. The progression using units will go, for the 1 win system, it will go 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, etc. Hopefully you can get a nice long winning streak like that going on. The 2 win approach would look like 1, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 4. Sorry, 4, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. So it'd just be trailing the 1 win system by 1/2 of a unit. Anytime you lose, you start the progression over at a single unit. Now, if you're going to, usually I tell you, this is like, oops, I forgot to riffle that one. That's okay, a little more randomness. There's plenty of shuffling to go, so it's okay. Usually I tell you that 1 unit, well, 1 unit is always representative of some other dollar amount that you choose to play. Most of the time that's like $5, which is fine for this if the casino will allow you to play a 2.5 unit increase, so to go from 5 to 7.5 to 10 to 12.5. And the other problem with that is when you are, if you are at 7.5 and you get blackjack, you're going to get the 7.5 plus 3 3/4. Now they may not have that available for you. So, you should be playing really an even number, works a little bit better. If you did 6, you would increase by 3 every time you win. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, etc. But you're still going to have some odd numbers in there. You're going to be at, you go from 6, if you get a blackjack on 6, that's no big deal, they pay you 9. If you get a blackjack on 9, they're going to pay you 9 plus the 4.5. Again, they may not have those half units available. So even better, or more safely, let's see, that kicked it out. Play at 8, and that way you go from 8 to 12 to 16 to 20 to 24, and you won't have the problem that all of those are easily divisible or multiplied by the 3/2 blackjack payout. You know, 12, you get 12 plus 6. So that's easy. But still, for our purposes, it's 1 unit and a half of a unit. I do have a something to represent a quarter of a unit. If you are wagering, you know, at 1.5 or 2.5 or whatever, and you get a blackjack. So if you're at 1.5, I can pay you 1.5 plus 3/4. So that much we can handle here. Again, like I said, the casino may not accommodate you for that. And what they're going to do, of course, they're not going to round it up. So if you are at 7.5 and you get a blackjack and you get 7.5 plus 3 3/4, that's going to be 11 1/4. Is that right? They're just going to round that down to 11. They're not going to round you up to a half unit, or especially not to a whole unit. So that's why it's probably best to try to probably play at $8. But again, for our purposes, it doesn't really matter. Units are the way to go. Okay, and even at like a $25 table, it's gonna get a little tricky. 25, going up to by 12.5, and then hitting the blackjack, it just gets messy. So and like I said, they're gonna round you down. Okay, so we have simulated player cutting the deck. We have a penetration looking for 75-80%. Has consistently gotten us at least 45 hands, playing heads up against a dealer on a 6-deck shoe. Here are the labels to show the positions. Here are everybody's units, right, like that. And just about done here, just about ready to go. I think you can, I'm pretty sure you can see everything. If you can't, it's pretty obvious as things go along. This is the 1 win, the 2 win, and the flat. Okay, we burn a card. Everybody starts with a base bet of 1 unit. Of course, the flat better is always betting 1 unit. And here we go. I keep track of the number of hands that we run, so that I know how many we got out of the shoe, and that when we do a summary, we can see at the end there how many we did. 20 stands, 18, and just like that, first hand win. That's always well, whether it's a good sign or not, it's always nice. Anyways, these are half units. They are actually quarters, but they represent a half of a unit. So we put that there. This player, I have the white chips, which are single units, and the red and the blue, which are 5s and 10s. And then to help me keep track of where I am in the progression, I put one of the wins on there. I can look over here, but if you're playing by yourself, you may not have that person, that other position to look at. So it just helps me remember, because I am easily confused, as you know. 19 stands, 13, 20. Well, you got 1 in a row, and you start the progression over.
Well, that makes 1 in a row, 1 in a row, 1 in a row.
That's right, Willie, 1 in a row.
And if you...
Come on, I'm allowed to have some fun. 17 stands, 20. That's going to be a 20 to a dealer 7, 15, 18. So you take another win. That's 1 in a row. I'm not going to play that song again. Just because I don't want to slow things down by having to back it up. 1 in a row by Willie Nelson, if you didn't know that. 8, 16, 13, 22, and that's 2 in a row. Willie did not record a song called 2 in a row. But now this player begins the progression, looking for winning streaks. Like I'll say, you're always actually looking for winning streaks, even on negative progressive systems. You just want to win. You don't ever want to lose. You just want to win, 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 win. Win every hand. 16. 5. 11. 13. Lots of little cards. 12. 15. 19. Well, you got 2 in a row. Be nice to get 3 in a row. 10 in a row. Oh, aces. You're going to split those up, of course, especially against the 6. Single card on each. Jason, I will really try not to mess this up. 21. That is not blackjack. Blackjack is only on your first 2 cards. 21. 8. 18. So you win both. I'm going to put the units in front here to kind of save some space. Okay, so this is the flat player. I'm going to just take all his units off. This is the 2-win position. I'm going to put 1 there. This is the single win player. I'm going to put them all there for a second. So I didn't have to, on a way back on one of the other series, Jason Schneiderman caught me taking extra cards, hitting on after issuing out the single card, even though I said so in 1.5 over here. While I was doing it, I ended up then still hitting the cards. I got confused, or hitting the split aces with more cards. It did not change the outcome of the hand. You could argue that it sort of screwed up the natural flow of the cards, but you know, what are you gonna do? Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen in the casino, and sometimes nobody catches them. 17 stands. 11. 21. Well, again, 1 in a row. That's maybe what they should call this system. Let's not call it 1/2 up. Let's call it 1 in a row. Anyways, I don't think I've really made too many errors. I know some people have made additional comments. 7, 17, 17, push, just a repeat of the hand. And then they've deleted them because I guess they realized that I actually did not screw up. Yay me. 16 stands. 8. 18. That is the first 10 hands. So we're moving right along. This is much, even with an additional position here, much, much faster than some of the other more complicated betting systems out there. At the casino, they'll wait for you for a reasonable amount of time. Your other players might get annoyed. 12 hits, 17, 20. If you consistently take too long to figure out your wagers. But so what? It's your money. Make sure you do it right. If they don't like it, they can go play somewhere else. Play another table, play another game, play another casino. Your responsibility is to yourself to make sure you're doing what is right for you. And speaking of that sort of thing, I am not advocating that you use any of these betting systems, or that you go and play blackjack or any other gambling game at all, or that you even go close to a casino. Just for get myself off. It's a little CYA. 13 hits, 23. All those kinds of decisions are up to you. Of course, I assume that if you are watching these videos that you already have the desire to play and to somehow improve your play. So hopefully this is helping you with information. Insurance closed. Dealer blackjack. Oh, I'm getting really hot and sweating again. It's fever. But like I was saying in the other video, I like to sweat when I'm sick, because that's how you're killing the germs in you. 13, 14, 16, 21, very nice. 17, nice hit. Anyways, there's 1 in a row. See if we can get 2 in a row. 10 in a row. Now let's not get greedy. 14, 16, come on. 26. Well, 1 in a row. That's all we can do. 19. Choppy back and forth is really hard on positive progressive systems. It's worse on something like 1-3-2-6 because you're going up from 1 to 3. Not quite as bad here. When you lose here, you're only you win lose. You're bet 1.5. You've only gone down by a half of a unit, but it's that's where this one's a little bit more conservative. And again, if you can manage to get a winning streak, then you should be able to hopefully give you a better chance of making things back up, and that's what we're trying to find out. Okay, and I'm pretty sure, I'm just checking, because I don't want to make a mistake. Yeah, you do not double down an 11 to an ace. Oh, and insurance closed. I better just look. It's not there. So just a regular old hit for 20. 4, 14, 14, 16. It seems like we've been getting a lot of little cards. I'm not counting, but maybe if you are. Ooh, is that right? No, that's too many. This was, 14, 16, 23. So I get to pay you. Something didn't seem right there. Oops. Give you half units so that you can start going up. 1/2 up. Put that marker there. Let's see. Come on. Oh, we might have to use the... Yes, we do. We'll have to use the quarter unit. The quarter of a unit. And despite the fact that that is a quarter, it represents a half of a unit. Oops, wrong one. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 plus a half and a quarter. Oh, a penny is a quarter now. It's inflation. Okay, just representative tokens of 11 of what's going on. Just like these white chips are not actually worth $5 or whatever, $25. You wish they were. So this one is now progression starting going to 1.5. This one is now increasing the wager to 2. It's just a regular old win when you get the blackjack like that. Okay, 16. Too many, 26. Well, you got 2 in a row. 13. Still, you need, I think, 3 in a row. Alright, what do you got? Did you get it? You didn't. You want insurance? Of course you don't. Soft 13 hits. Soft 17 hits. Hard 17 stands. Looks familiar. 313. There it is. That is that pesky old 8. 21. That's another 10. We are now 20 hands in, expecting at least 45. Probably get it. But if I say it too much that we always get it, then guess what? We probably won't. 13, 23, 18. Well, not a great shoe, but you're only halfway in, so need that winning streak. 11, 2 a 2, doubles down. Single card. 16, 10, not good. 13, better. 23, okay. Hate that. I love to double down, but I hate when you get especially like getting a 2 or an ace on an 11 really sucks. And then for the dealer to turn over and have a playable hand. Oops. Like I said, this is just a single win the way that we're doing things. We don't go up by 2 halves, just by 1 here, and count it as just a regular 1 in a row right here. Looks like we might get 2 in a row. 20. Come on, flip. 10, 20. Well, we push, so everything is the same. You still have 1 in a row right here, and you're still at 1.5 here. A win here will bring this to 1.5, and this one to 2. Good luck. 14, 7, 10, 19. Good luck, because you seem to need it. Now, even though like these shoes are not, this shoe's maybe not going very well, that's not really the point. You have to, if you're going to play, you have to be willing to at times lose money. And the idea is that your system, 17, will get you back 20 to hopefully break even or, you know, making money. So by so what we're trying to do here, and the reason we run the flat better, is to see, you know, okay, so this was a losing shoe. How did we do compared to the flat better? Did we lose more, or did our system enable us to lose less? And if we win, did we win more, insurance closed, or did we win more, or did we win less? That's what we're trying to see. So sometimes it's just going to be a bad shoe and you're going to lose, but did you do better? 17, 12, 18. So far, all of the shoes have been reasonably close to each other. 15, 25. This shoe is not looking so good. The thing that's probably really saving you is that you had a couple times where you doubled down and won. That always helps. That's why I love that play, the double down. 5, 12, 22. No good. 18, 15 stands, 9, 19. Well, I don't know how many in a row that has been. I'm sure that some of these negative progressive systems would be really pretty hurting at this point. 8, 16, 18, 15, 18, push. Oh man, you can't even snake out a win right there. Yeah, that's another 10. That is 30 hands. So this is hand 31. 13, 21. It's your most important card in the game. Oh man. Push again. At least you got that 8, or otherwise you would have lost. Okay, 12 hits, 14. Too many. 20. Yeah, this, somebody go back. How many losing hands in a row is this? It's a lot. It seems like a lot. And some of these other negative progressive systems will tell you that the odds of you losing 8 in a row are so low. Well, those of you that have been following my videos from my channel for a while, that is 20, 16, 26. Oh, there you get one. You will know that 8, 9 in a row, really not that uncommon. Not as uncommon as some of these systems might try to lead you to believe. Even right off the top of the shoe, it does happen. So don't fall for that. 20, 15, 23. What? You're not allowed to win 2 in a row? Are you? You are, of course. Alright, so now we're finally getting into this progression. Let's see how far we can go. We, you, whoever need it. Making it really tough. 13, you need that 8. 17, 19. Well, like I always say, this is just like a real casino, where you just can't catch a break and win. You're not going to split those 4s, no way. 10, 21, will it hold? 20, it does. It makes 1 in a row. Okay, up. 1 half up. How many was that? That was hand 36. This is 37. So you're running out of time to get on this winning streak. 18. I'm sorry, 8. 19. 15. Too many. Let's go. Come on. I can get a little excited for you. Someone has to. You know the problem here, you're not tipping the dealer. Where's my tip? Tips here, I guess, are going to be likes and subscribes and clicking on ads, that sort of thing. Watching those trailer ads in the beginning all the way through. 17, 20. Obviously you didn't. That's why I'm giving you crap cards. No, not. I'm just doing my job, just like the dealer in the real dealer in the casino. Okay, actually, you know, I forgot to do this last time. We had this situation. Let's see what you have. If you you do have blackjack. Would you like even money, which is, you know, the same as insurance. Now, let me just pause for a second. We're seeing a trend where at lower limit tables, blackjack no longer pays 3 to 2. Blackjack pays 6 to 5. Okay? Now, at 3 to 2, I would decline even money, and because I'm looking for the win, because it's substantially more. But at 6 to 5, if you're playing a $5 table to get you know, $1 extra versus getting nothing, that's what I've been doing. I don't like to play those 6 to 5 tables, but I would like it if somebody could do an analysis. If anyone out there is, you know, a really good statistician like that, and I say, if it's a 6 to 5 blackjack payout, take the even money, because better that you get, you know, 1 chip, or you know, match that unit, than to you know, I don't even have that. You know, you know, that would be your regular blackjack payout, but to get that, you know, what is it, 1/5 extra, you know, 20% versus 50%. That's my opinion. So on a 6 to 5 payout, I would take even money, and I would secure the win. On a 3 to 2, I would decline. Okay, so insurance or even money, and closed, and see, you would have gotten it. How does it all work out in the end? I think that 6 to 5 payout is just so low that just take a win, take any win you can at that point. Any opinions on that? Please put them in the comments. Let's talk about it. I think it's an interesting idea, and like I said, that's what I would do. 13, 14, 24, 12. That is 40 hands. So you got about 5 left to do some real big comeback here. This has not been a good shoe, has not been the worst shoe ever. Worst shoe ever, you would not have won any of those double downs that you had. 19, 14, 24. You would have just lost and lost and lost. So can't call this the worst shoe ever. You can call it a bad shoe for sure. Come on, let's get something happening. Oh man. 14, 8. There's 1 too many. All you can get is 1 in a row. Okay, so I need to check. I don't have it, so you get paid. There's no insurance offered here. It's only when the ace is showing. So no even money offered either, which is fine. Like we were just talking about. This is 3 to 2. 13. Well, it's still just 1 in a row, but now you get that extra 1 there. Help finance your progression a little bit. Man, 13, 7. There, that's a good chance. 16, 26. Okay. 2 in a row. This position in the middle here now starts the progression, going up to 1.5. This one going to 2. That was hand 44. So we officially made it. This is hand 45. Man, 14, 24. You can get 2 in a row, and that seems to be about it. Pair of 9s for an 18. Hand 46. Well, 19, offering you insurance. Insurance closed. Why didn't you take that insurance? Because basic strategy says not to. I think it's a 7% advantage to the house on insurance. This is what, hand 47. You have a 20. You stay with that. 11, 14, 20. Push. Jeez. All right, there's our cut card. We go ahead and play this hand. You know, the only reason that they don't want to play all the way to the end of the shoe is if you are counting cards, it then becomes very obvious what card is coming, you know, what kind of card is coming next. But since you might be counting cards, it's not going to affect your play. So it's okay if we play this. We get one more hand in for our stats and everything like that, and it's fine. 6, 8, 18, 8, 19. Oh my god. Better off not playing that hand. Hand number 48. All right, let's add them up. Okay, not too good. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. 41. Down by 9. So that's a pretty bad shoe. Not the worst, but it's definitely not good. There we go. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 38 and a half means you are down by 11 and a half. Do this there. Is that right? No, I didn't do this one. Hold on. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 41. Down by 9. Oh, that's right. I need to do that. Okay. There. That's how we look at that. Down 11 and a half. And this guy, now it's going to get a little tricky because he's got that quarter unit, but we'll manage. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36 and a quarter is 13 and 3/4. Hold on. Those are mine. Those are yours. Okay. It's all yours. Okay, so 10, 20, 25, 30. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36 and a quarter. Down 13 and 3/4. So 13 and 3/4 down. And I invert those to help me out. Okay. So 48 hands. Down by 9. Down by 11 and a half. Down by 13 and 3/4. So again, with the action of this hand, of this shoe, a lot of back and forth, which I think is how most shoes play. Your average shoe, you know, yeah, you get good shoes and you get really bad shoes, but well, this one was probably pretty bad. But the choppy back and forth is compounding the losses on this system. We don't have a winning shoe yet, so we don't know how a winning shoe might, the gains might help balance things out. We'll see if we get one. We have, this was what, number 5. We only have a couple more to go. All right, anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.